Have you ever thought about starting a YouTube channel? I know lots of people have talked about it. I want to give you my 10 things to consider, not only to start a YouTube channel, but to have fun doing it. One of the important things about starting and having a YouTube channel is you have to be having fun because it does take a while to build momentum. So, if you're able to get into this and understand how to start a YouTube channel, these are the 10 steps that I would go through. Number one is important because it sets you up for all the other steps. I believe in YouTube, there are only two choices when you start out. You either need to chase money or you need to chase impact. We are going to spend most of this journey talking about impact, as that is something that I chose. But I would be remiss if we didn't talk about how to go after money. Going after money or AdSense on YouTube is very, very easy. What you have to do is you have to trend chase, take the most salacious headlines in the media and create content. Also, if you want to be in the economic or housing space, all you have to do is talk about crash, maybe produce a chart or two, take the most negative headlines you can find, and produce daily content. Why is this the fastest way to money? Well, it's actually how humans are wired. We are wired since the caveman days to understand that fear is our number one motivator. So, let me be very clear. If you want to grow fast and you want to make money with AdSense, all you have to do is trend chase and produce negative information. That is it. You will get a rather loyal following and it will grow. But I would be remiss to say if I didn't highlight a downside. There is a downside of going this direction. You have to continually stay there. And I have to imagine being in a negative headspace every day, dealing with people in that space has to get tiring. Folks, I have a friend, Spencer Cornelia. He has for years called out the fake gurus. If you go ahead and watch his channel, which I now believe has 500,000 subscribers, you can see that he has slowed down. It is hard to stay in that space for year after year after year. But that said, if you want to chase money, that is the way to do it. I recommend you chase impact, especially if you're someone that follows me. Maybe you're a full-time employee. Maybe you are somebody who has a hobby or passion. If you have the ability to chase impact and build little by little by little, you will be amazed at the community you can bring. You'll be amazed at the positive impact. And yes, over time, the money will come. But again, on day one of your YouTube channel, you need to decide and you need to stay with this. Do you want to chase money, AdSense, or do you want to chase impact? Number two, I strongly recommend that you set a schedule. And this is a schedule that may change over time, but do yourself a favor, set a schedule for 3 to 6 months that you will stick to. You don't have to worry about editing. I've now done thousands of videos and never edited one. You don't have to do the slick intro and cut and fade out and this and that. You don't have to. If you are chasing impact, your audience will see your passion. They will get behind you. They will interact with you. Again, if you're chasing money, go ahead, pay for the fancy thumbnails, pay for the fancy edits. That's just the game that is played on that side. But impact, I believe by chasing impact, you actually remove barriers. You don't have to edit. It doesn't have to be perfect. We all humans, and people will appreciate you taking an attempt. So once a week, twice a week, 3 times a week, whatever it is, but stick to it. Number 2, give yourself some grace. Your first 20 videos will suck. Post them anyway. In fact, if I had my druthers, I would ask you to do 20 lives. Let's remove the whole record and upload from the process. Just pull up the YouTube app and hit go live and talk about whatever it is you would like to talk about. Again, the first 20 videos, give yourself, let me say it this way. The first 20 videos are both the most important and mean nothing. What do I mean by that? Your first 20 videos are the most important because it builds habit. The first 20 videos don't mean anything because no one will watch them. So again, the first 20 videos are both the most important and the least important, if you know what I mean. All right, moving on. I want you to understand that when you are starting a YouTube channel, you may have an idea, you may have a passion, but what I like to say is you don't yet have a voice. You can go back on my channel because we don't delete videos here, and I was all over the board. You can look at my playlists, you can see things I tried. I gave it a shot. Eventually, you will find your passion, you will find your voice, you will find something. For example, on my channel, One Rental at a Time, I think it was about 8 months after the launch of the channel that I latched on to the daily financial news. Now, it's embarrassing because I've been doing that for 20 plus years. I've been reading the financial news in the morning. But what I realized is I could take a quick snapshot. I'm fighting a sneeze. That's what happens when you do these live. Oh, there we go. And now what I do is I take notes just on a piece of paper and I share them at 7:30 live. So again, give yourself some grace. Having a YouTube channel should be fun. It should not be stressful. Yes, getting on camera, talking to a microphone, worrying about lighting, all of those things can be stressful. But again, if you are chasing impact, you can give yourself some grace. Next, what really made One Rental at a Time the channel it is today is the friends and the millionaires that come back. We have somewhere between 15 and 20 millionaires that show up at least monthly. That is an amazing accomplishment. And I bring this not to brag about One Rental at a Time, but to ask you, isn't there some friends or perhaps a community where you have other contributors that are like, yeah, great, I will give you 1 hour a week. Anna Kelly, our first millionaire to come back, and she's been coming back for 5 years. We record 8 a.m. Wednesday morning. That is Pacific time. Doesn't matter where she's at, she'll record. Right? We don't do every week. I think in a year of 52 Wednesdays, we probably do 45. She takes holidays, vacations, all of that. But again, the point is your YouTube channel does not have to be just you. You want to talk about classic cars? You want to talk about Star Wars? You want to talk about whatever? Go find 2, 3, 4 other authentic people that you trust and you can verify their stories and invite them to be contributors. One Rental at a Time, frankly, would not exist today if it was just me. The fact that we have built up and now have millionaires that come back every week is amazing. And you can have your favorites. There are millionaires on my channel that people love. Some people don't like, but others do. It's okay. Just keep moving forward. As far as all the tech and light, all of that stuff, I would tell you to worry about audio first. That said, remember, I did 1,000 videos from my phone with just a wired microphone. This wired microphone is from, who's it from? Saramonic. It's a long cable. I think it's like a 12 or 14-foot cable. so I can go stand at the whiteboard. Sound, then lighting, then editing, then backdrop. But again, audio first. You can get this. I think I got this mic for like $40. Maybe it was $50. Made all the difference in the world. Clips on my lapel. Gives great sound going forward. Next, you should interact with your audience. Ask questions. Right? This morning, for example, in the daily financial news, I asked, which company will split their stock in 2024? Will it be NVIDIA? Will it be Microsoft? Or will it be Meta/Facebook? Again, what will hopefully happen is people will reply, and then I will reply. We'll get the algorithm in the comments working in our favor. So again, interact, answer questions, comments, ask for interactions, thumbs up. It doesn't have to be slick, right? Graham Stephan, still with 4 million subscribers, still at the very beginning of his video, he asks for the audience to subscribe. If it's good enough for Graham, it should be good enough for all of us. On that point, you will undoubtedly find haters, doomers, just nasty individuals. Remember, you are publishing something on the open internet. And because you are doing that, you are going to run into very interesting characters. Instead of worrying about, stressing, great news, all you have to do is highlight the comment and hit block. They will never come back. Over the course of a week now, I probably block 5 to 7 individuals. I do not need hate. I do not need nasty in my life. And trust me, it feels good to say, whoop, block, out of here. Now, that said, don't block people that disagree with you. If they disagree, if they're respectful, if they offer a counterpoint, leave it, interact. In fact, in the beginnings, I would take that comment and do a video on it because maybe it's an opportunity to learn. So again, interact, but don't be afraid to block. Lastly, or I guess 2 more points. Never take your audience for granted. We should all know that there were times where people were taking money from, I think it was called FTX, and took their audiences took their audience for granted. If you are going to recommend someone and you are going to put them on your channel, it better be somebody that you stand behind, not just someone that you cash a big check. Don't take your audience for granted. A couple of more points, kind of rounding this out. AdSense. Again, if you're chasing impact, and you do this long enough, AdSense will get interesting. But as somebody who's been doing this for 5 years and has been monetized for over 4 years, now has 3 channels monetized, let me tell you this much. The AdSense monetization is the least interesting. Because if you are chasing impact, you can do so many other things. You can write a book. You can write multiple books. You can get referrals on or links, Amazon referral links. You can do these things to, again, stuff that you recommend. You can do events. You can get swag, right? Like these coffee cups behind me. You can do courses. You can even do sponsorship. The beauty of chasing impact, in my opinion, is it is far more fun. It is far less stressful. And over time, it is the monetary rewards are far greater. If you start a YouTube channel just chasing AdSense, you will undoubtedly get monetized faster. You will undoubtedly make more money on AdSense, but you will be tapped out. You will have no other revenue streams. Who wants to buy something from a doomer? It's just you attract a crowd that just wants to live in misery. So again, if you want to start a YouTube channel, have fun with it. Don't stress. Your first 20 videos are the most important and the least important. Folks, I hope you give it a shot. I hope to see you out there. If you start one, let me know. Leave a comment below. You know what? If you have a small YouTube channel, leave a comment below with your channel name. Maybe we will get some One Rental at a Time fans to go check you out and subscribe. Folks, have an amazing day. Take care. Bye-bye.